I knew it.
Yes. Well,
TV sweat.
it's great to be here. We're all here together, all of us Barcelona comics. And as an American living in Spain, let me say I do miss the land of freedom. Oh snap! Humble brag. I don't know. This is odd. All these people have heard my jokes 8 million times, but they promised me that they would laugh at them. And I promised them $10 a piece.
Hey!
So let's kick it off.
That's €5.
All right. So as an American living here in Spain, there's a lot of cultural differences I have to get used to. For instance, everything starts late here in Spain, right? Dinners start really late. Theater starts late. Parties start late. Democracy. Hey! That's the first one. People ask me, Matt, what's a beautiful, handsome American man like yourself doing in a shithole city like Barcelona? And I have to tell them, well, I'm in fact a political refugee. And they say, oh my God, are you Syrian? I say, of course I'm serious. From the US of A. They recently elected a walking, talking, fluorescently orange Cheeto by the name of Donald Trump, and I don't like the man, I don't like his policies, I wanted to do something to piss him off, right? So I asked myself, what does Donald Trump hate in this world? Donald Trump hates 2 things and 2 things alone. Number 1, he hates homosexuals. Whoa, whoa, it's disgusting, it's bad, it's bigotry, it's terrible, I will not fucking stand for it. Number 2, Donald Trump hates Mexicans. Okay, fair enough. So, I had to ask myself, what can I do to piss that man off? I know, I'm gonna learn how to speak like a Mexican. No, wait, I'm gonna learn how to speak like a gay Mexican. That'll get him mad, right? So I did what any red-blooded, warm-hearted American man who wants to speak like a gay Mexican would do. I moved to Barcelona. That joke works really well if you've ever been here and have heard how the locals pronounce Barcelona. Also, this does nothing. This is a prop. We are in my living room, and we've put all the used Kleenex away. Now, let's hear. I am, in fact, a scientist and a comedian. It's a strange combination of the two, right? So normally I perform at science conferences, and those audiences are the best. They're fantastic. They're quiet. They pay attention. They applaud at the attempt. A lot of them are taking notes. It's really bizarre. But for real comedy crowds, right, like tonight or at a comedy club like Flappers or wherever, or bar show, the crowd is completely different, right? Everybody's wasted. They're generally having a good time. It's completely different. In fact, I was doing the show in the States not that long ago, and in the middle of my set, this guy, just completely drunk off his tits, shouted, in the middle of my set, he shouted, "Hey, funny man, I fucked your mom last night." Shit, right? That's aggressive, but I am the master of my domain. This is my domain. I had to shut that man up. I kept him quiet by saying the only thing anybody would say in that situation. I had to say, hey, go home, Dad. You're drunk. Hey, all right. Just getting warmed up. I prefer. Should we go right into the good stuff?
Yeah!
So, finally. One of the best things about being a scientist and a comedian is I got to learn the latest and greatest in research news way before the general public. For instance, did you know that giving a small child, a 6 or 7-year-old child, a mobile device, a cellular phone, is just as habit-forming as giving somebody a gram of cocaine? Gram of cocaine, yes! When I heard that, I had 2 reactions. Number 1, as a comedian, I thought to myself, my God, that sounds fantastic. Where do I sign up? And do I get the cocaine? Now, as a scientist, though, I heard that. I was like, oh, think of the poor children in the controlled group. You know, like little Ricardo's there. You know, he gets the snorts a line. He's like, what the fuck? Powdered sugar? Man, I can get this shit at recess. Another great, here's another tidbit for you. I'll give you 2 more, right? Number 1, Microsoft is currently developing nano robots. That's right, tiny little robots that will go into your bloodstream and infect cancer cells and make them lyse or explode. Now, I think that's fantastic, right? Because in biology, we call something that infects a cell and makes it lyse or explode, we call that a virus. Microsoft, they call that an operating system. Hey, right? Come on, I wrote that joke in 1995. All right, the last little story I'll tell you is about research coming out of MIT. Now, researchers there are currently injecting zebrafish embryos, that's right, baby fish, with human cancer cells. Now, this allows them to do large-scale drug screenings. However, it begs the question, what do you call a project where you infect fish with cancer cells? My suggestion, finding chemo.
Oh.
Hey!